All right, what's up with it, people? Off the checklist, back again. It's been a minute, but we had to bring it back. We got a special guest today. For those of you who will be entering, and those of you who will check the show out later, it's been a while, so we had to come back with some power, with some strength, with some new blood in the hobby. You know, on off the checklist, we always like to shine light on the community, the people who we feel give us the same energy. You know, it's reciprocal. We watch their content, and we love it. You know what I'm saying? It gives us energy. So right here we have J-Bo, two third card breaks J-Bo right here in the house. J-Bo, thanks for making the time to be here, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah, Peck. Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it, man. To be on this platform with you, it means a lot to us, bro. Trust me, it really does.
Man,
So I
and it means
appreciate it.
yeah, no problem, man. For real, you're welcome, man. It means a lot for us, man, and also like the communities we serve, bro. To see you specifically, bro, and y'all doing y'all thing, like, um, man, it's powerful, bro. It's representation matters. You know what I mean? Especially in the best positive ways when we can be distracted so many other ways, and that's what got our attention to y'all was y'all content. You know what I mean? Was y'all twist on the content? It's like, man, I swear we'd use some of the same sounds, and I know it's videos you've never seen because I did it like a year ago or 2 years ago. But you like took it to the next level, and I send it to Rip, and I send it to Slab. Like, bro, look at bro, like he go crazy. Like we're not haters, bro. We see stuff that's better, and we congratulate, and we like, bro, that's raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this
Hell
go
yeah.
crazy. Like because as a content creator, people who create content who watch this, you know how much time it takes into putting together a 5 second video. Sometimes
Right.
it takes an hour if you don't hit it right. If you know what I'm saying, it takes a lot. So to see that
Exactly.
you go the extra mile, like when I'm putting content together, sometimes I'll cut a corner and I'll be like, nah, it's good right here. I feel like you put together a performance. You know what I mean? So for that, it caught our attention, and it's definitely something that we want to put our community onto. I'm the dean of students at a K through 8 in my real life. You know what I mean? And I work in a community, bro, that's 98% Hispanic and Latino. You know what I mean? So for me to have you on this show, bro, and then my kids come and watch this, or later on they see this shit and they gonna be like, oh, Coach B had a real one on. I'm finna
Yeah.
watch two-thirds now. They finna like it
Yeah.
goes deeper than, you know what I mean? Because now because when I was a kid in school, like I collected cards when I was a kid, but it wasn't the cool thing to do. So I became a closet collector, especially having a bad experience after people stealing my cards. You know what I mean? I became more of a closet collector and didn't share. And
Mm,
I'm kind of like a closet collector today. I still don't share my PC and things like that. You know what I
right.
mean? So speaking about that and talking about the youth and kids, bro, before we get into you and when you started collecting and the family and all that fun stuff, I gotta start off with the question we always ask people when they first come on this show. And if you can pick one person, and just today, next time you on the show, you might pick somebody else. But today, I want you to think of one person who you want to give credit to by putting them on a card, by giving them their own 101. Whatever your favorite card is, your favorite set is, I want you to pick a person or a group of people. It could be a team, a coach, teachers, family members, whoever it is that you feel you want to honor for whatever reason you want to honor them today. Who would you pick and why? And what card would you put them on?
Man, man, that's a powerful question, Peck.
Yeah.
That's a powerful question. That's
Yeah.
man. There's a lot of people in my life that mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? Um, man, that's tough. Can I do like a triple auto and
Yeah.
get
You
get three
oh you
people on
going
that
like
card?
triple logo man auto. Yep. Yep.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
And
You go
get
ahead
my
and
get
your
get
card.
my girl and my
Uh-huh.
daughter on that.
Wow.
Yeah, one
Wow.
on
Three
one right there.
queens. Three
Yes, yeah.
queens, 101 for sure.
Yeah, they
Why?
all changed my
Why, bro?
life. Yeah, they all
Why?
changed my life dramatically, bro. I wouldn't be the
Yeah.
man I am today without them in my life. So they mean absolutely everything and more to me. You know, they saved me basically from times where, I thought, shit was gonna hit the fan and I couldn't go anymore. I mean, they powerful, man. The woman in your life, you gotta love them, man. They move mountains for you. they're the only people that are going to care about you more than anything in this world. So yeah, those three definitely. I'd love to have them on a one-on-one triple logo, man. We can move the LeBron over to the side, and you know
Yeah.
that be right there
It's a
for
done
sure,
deal.
for
They
sure.
got it right there, man. They just got their flowers and all flowers to all of the women in our lives. I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be possible for me to be here if it wasn't for my wonderful woman right now holding it down with the kids, allowing me to do this because she believes in what we do and she supports what we do. You know what I mean? So shout out to her.
Exactly.
Shout out to my mom. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mother. I have a daughter too. I have three sons and a baby girl, a daughter. So like she has me wrapped around her finger. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. Are you done? Are you done? Is that it?
Yes, yes,
You
I'm
done?
done. I'm done. Well, I'm done unless God has other plans. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But my
Yeah.
daughter is 5. She starts kindergarten this year. When she's 15, 16, God willing, if I'm still walking this earth, we like to like adopt and do foster care for sure. So we'll start all
Man.
over that way, but I don't want to start all over like all the way, all the way. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel you.
What about
That's
you?
dope.
What's your
That's
family
dope. I
situation?
mean, yeah, I gotta wait real quick.
Yeah.
If I were to do player wise, because I was thinking
Uh-huh.
about it now that you say that. If I were to
Uh-huh.
keep it player wise, I'd probably do like a Shaq and Kobe dual auto logo, man, whatever.
Oh,
I mean,
cause you a
that's
Laker fan, huh? That's the
yeah,
Laker
all
fan.
the
Yeah.
way, all the way.
Yeah.
And I know
Okay.
Reno, we're a two-headed snake here. It's two-third. It's
Yeah.
me and Reno. Uh, we manage the whole page. So I mean,
Shout out Reno.
yeah, shout out Reno 23 for sure, for sure. I wouldn't be here right now. He's my best friend, man. He's like my brother. So I
Hey,
mean,
bro. Man, that's so important. I'm happy you said that, bro, because shout out Rip, shout out Slab. Whenever I say I mean we. Whenever people see me, you see all three of us. I don't care. And that's what you just explained right there. Like, you going to
exactly.
make sure you say your brother's name. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
even
yeah,
though
oh
we see
yeah,
your face, it wouldn't be possible without Reno. I know how that feels. I
yeah,
wouldn't be here. People always say Pac Man. Nah, it's Rip, Pac, and Slab for real, because it wouldn't be no Peter Pac Man without Rip and without Slab. For real, for real. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
So a lot of the stuff we do, it's because of them. You know what I mean? I'm just the one who's actually able to, who has the more flexibility around my schedule and is able to do more things. You know what I mean? In between. So shout out those guys. Shout out Reno, man,
Yeah,
for
big
really
time, bro. I wouldn't
yeah.
be. This page wouldn't be where it's at without Reno, man. I mean, he definitely helps on the engagement side, and he helps with the content as well. I mean, he's constantly, we came out here with a motive, and that's crazy because today a lot of young kids they want to be content creators. That they want to be. That's what they want to be when they grow up. So to see this and to see if you really want to build a platform and you really want to respect the growth and do the research on how to grow a page and build a following and build relationships and find this community that you can gel with these people so greatly with. I mean, it's powerful, man. So Reno, big time, big time. And I know he'd be the same answer with the card. He'd say his mom, his girl, and his daughter, for sure, for sure. And for sure, Shaq and Kobe. He'd be like, yeah, make sure you say Shaq and Kobe, uh, uh, triple color patch with the alphabets in it. Tell him he
With the
says shit like
alphabets
that.
in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. So shout out Reno for sure, bro.
Man, for real, for real. Yeah, that's big, bro. Just being able to have that. Like I said, if I didn't have Rip and Slab, it wouldn't be possible. You know what I mean? I'd just literally just be collecting the cards like I normally do. They inspire me in ways I can't even imagine. You know what I mean? And it's so
Right.
fun being able to create with my family, with my family. They're literally my family. You know what I mean? Reno's your family. You know what I mean? It's so fun to create. I create my family allows me to create when my kids and my partner, when we in here together, when we're creating together, it's fun too. So shout out
Yeah,
to
it's beautiful.
everybody who makes this possible for us, man, for real.
For real.
So, man, give us a little bit of background, J-Bo, man, as much as you want to share, as much as you feel comfortable sharing, man. Where are you from, bro? When did you start collecting? But then also, too, don't stick just on collecting. Me, if I take the camera around the corner, I got 355 brand new in box Marvel Black Panther toys, figures, pops, Hot Wheels. Like, I have several hobbies. You know what I mean? I like to play basketball. I know you hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just talk about the cards. If you could just talk about your youth growing up, where, when, a little bit. Put us, you know what I'm saying? Paint that picture for us, and then your hobbies, and then how cards came into play for you.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Me and Reno, we're both from Texas. We're from Laredo, and Laredo is a small, not too small, but it's a small city in Texas, border town city, right next to Mexico. So
Okay.
so it's real. The culture down there is, I mean, it's 99%, 98% Hispanic lives down there. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like that. So
Yeah.
so growing up in Laredo, I mean, it's cool. It was cool. I didn't start collecting until, well, the first time I got some cards was I think in 2000. That was the very first time that I actually I held some basketball cards in my hands. And my dad, he when the Lakers won the championship in 2000, um he bought me, like, you know how like on TV there used to be like the championship
Hell yeah.
collection. You get like the VHS tape with a poster, and then
In a magazine.
for
Yeah.
three payments of $29.99 or whatever it was.
Yep.
So he got that for me, man, and it came with like a set of the complete team of the team that won the championship, the Laker team.
Yeah.
Um, so that was the first time that I actually got a hold of some cards, man, and it didn't really do much for me, to be honest with you. I was still like a kid. I'm 29 now, so um, I mean, I was a kid then, so I started collecting like Pokemon and and Yu-Gi-Oh. I was really heavy into that, man. Like when I was a kid, I had like 6 Charizards and a bunch of Blastoise, a bunch of
Okay.
first edition stuff that I just didn't know what I had in my hands, man. I
Okay.
ended up selling everything, like um, taking all my cards to school and selling them for like, I'd sell one card for like $60, and
Yeah.
I mean, kids would buy it and stuff like that, and I would flip these cards, and that was kind of the first time that I really like dived into, the card world, and but that was back when I was a kid, and there was a good time in between where I didn't really do much of the card stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and one time we were at a trade center. It's kind of like a swap meet, and this old man was he was selling like these repacked packs that he made himself with a bunch of 90s cards, and he had no idea what he had, but he was selling them for $2 a pack, and they had 100 cards in that pack, and a lot of my PC came from those cards, and there was like Kobe rookies, AI rookies, a bunch of crazy rookie cards, parallels, number cards
Damn.
that he had no idea, or maybe he did. I would just sit and talk with him a lot, and I would buy out his lot every single time that he would come with like 16, 20 packs of $2 pack of $100 pack of cards. And
Yeah.
I don't know if he knew what he had or not, but that really got me into wanting to collect, and that was recent. I'm talking about like late 2020, maybe early 2021. Um, yeah, that's when I really started collecting. And Reno, he didn't really do anything with cards at all, but we love sports, man. Like
Yeah.
we both met in eighth grade, and
Hey.
yeah, we've been best friends since, man. There's like a good six of us that we're like brothers, bro. And we all played varsity basketball together and shit like that. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, we all claim the 2/3. We're everywhere we go, we claim the 2/3. It's like a mentality. It's like RPS, bro. Except we don't do
Yeah.
that. We don't rap or whatever, but it's like a family type thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up getting that shit tatted on us at some point in our lives and stuff like that. So we walk like that with the 2/3. It's everywhere. So it was real easy to call this page 2/3 whatever. You know
Right.
what I mean? So 2/3 card breaks. Um, I was just shooting the shit with Reno one day, and we talk. It's the type of friendship where we can be on the phone and just talk for like 2 hours while we're at work and shit and just doing stuff and like that. And because we don't live, I moved to Corpus Christi for work, and he stayed down in Laredo, so we control the page. You know, he's on his end and I'm on my end, but we talk on the phone as much as we can. And we were just shooting the shit one day, and I with the type of work that I do, I sell wine and liquor to certain territories in Texas,
Uh-huh.
and what that lets me do is travel to like the small cities that don't get touched too much. So I'll go into those Walmarts and those HEBs and those whatever's,
No. Oh, the
and yeah,
HEBs got him out there?
some of them do. Yeah,
Some
some
of
of
them
them
do?
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not
Okay.
all of them. No, they need to be like the HEB pluses and stuff, like the big HEBs.
That's
So
what I'm
with
used
that
to in Texas. See, I was living in Austin, so I was spoiled. So all we had was HEB plus.
HEB pluses all over the place. Yeah,
Mhm.
I got family in Austin. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
dope. So yeah, so that allowed me to once I started collecting cards, I was already in this territory in this route for like a year. I could have been taking all the retail for a whole year, and I was like, man, I'm gonna start hopping on that. You know what I mean? So I got like since I started collecting, I just have a bunch of retail. I have a bunch of retail sitting. I got retail right here in the back of me, just sitting, and so like with all this retail sitting, I was talking to Reno, and we were just like, well, I want to be able to profit off of this somehow, some way. But I love my wax. I love
Yeah.
my wax. It's hot, but it's a bunch of retail. I got a little bit of hobby, but it's a bunch of retail, a bunch of basketball retail, and and so we are just thinking like, what could we do? Um, so we started going on Instagram, and we started seeing people with these break pages and stuff like that. And what our initial plan was, because what we have a friend in Laredo that knows how to get like PS5s,
Yeah.
or he's really on top of the stock of PS5s. So he'll get like 20 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he'll go on Facebook and he'll auction off a PS5 for $20 a number for 100 numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he makes $2,000 in the span of like 3 days,
Like
because
that.
everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay $20. Fuck it. If I lose, at least I had a chance to win a PS5 for $20. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So and it was working tremendously. He got a bunch of money off of that, bro. Just
Yeah.
off of
Well,
just
some people up here
flipping
doing
them.
the same hustle. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we looked at that, and it's like we felt like that was untapped. We thought we were innovating. We were doing something that nobody's ever did.
Hey, man, Dan, that's crazy. We got the same stories, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro.
So do
Yeah,
we.
so exactly. So we're like, yeah, we should do raffles, bro. We should put like 6 mega boxes, right? And put a raffle for like $10 a number for 100 numbers. And like nobody's doing it like that, because that just doesn't work. You know, nobody's the how long is it going to take to fill 100 spots and shit like that. Like we were just thinking, we were new to the game, so we didn't really know what angle we were going to, but we knew that we wanted to do something around cards.
Yeah.
So we started seeing breaks and stuff like that, and we were like, man, I don't know if we want to really get on live like that. uh it seems like a whole lot with the shipping and the packaging, and we're brand new to this, right? We don't really know anything too much about it. So let's let's grow our following. Let's put our faces in their faces on their screens like every day, to the point where they can't ignore us. You know what I mean? And let's respect the Instagram algorithm. Let's do. I was doing a bunch of research on what hashtags to use, what times to be posting, what type of content. And we've always been funny dudes, bro. We've always been
Yeah.
like, Reno was wittiest in high school, and we've always just been funny ass dudes shooting the shit, class clowns and stuff like that. So we've always had that sense of humor. We just never knew where to bring it to, and it's
Yeah.
super easy to make TikToks and reels about like stuff that's happening in the world, like anything, like your girlfriend cheating on you or something like that. But honestly, bro, you guys added us at like 122 followers, bro. You added us so early in the game, and we saw what you did. We saw like how has nobody thought of creating music for a certain niche, a certain hobby, and turning it into, if you can make great music, how has nobody thought of that, bro? And then on top of that, it's great music. Like, this is crazy. We can totally use our sense of humor and our comedy to gravitate this towards this niche, towards this hobby, and we can do it like that, bro. Look at how RPS is doing it. They're using this hobby and, manifesting their own destiny with what they can bring to the table. Let's do the same thing. And we started making reels and stuff like that, and it started hitting. And the whole thing was, let's let's be so personable, so let's build the relationship so much with these with this community, so that when we post a break, that shit fills in a day. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, you got to build the audience. Before you get the audience, you got to build the stage. Y'all building the stage so the audience could come, man. Yeah.
exactly, exactly, bro. So we decided to push forward with that, and we already passed 1,000 followers like probably like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um, and so we're gonna plan our first break. We're just trying to figure out how to go about it. I have a bunch of basketball wax, and basketball's kind of slow right now, so I kind of want to. I don't really know what to do right now, to be honest with you. We're gonna end up hosting a break soon. We're just gonna see
Hey,
how things pan out.
I definitely want to holler at you off air about some breaks and formats and some things. I definitely, when we get off air, I definitely want to tap in with you. I think there's some things. I know there's some things. Fly. This is real life. It's a moth. It's a moth. I thought it was a fly. uh, there's definitely some areas where, you know what I'm saying, I could tell you where we made mistakes, where we had success. Cause when we, bro, I was in 2013, 14, I was participating in card breaks with like Dave and Adams and Steel City when they were at the National, when they were at card shows. They do breaks. They do breaks all the time, but I participate. And this is when you can get in the National Treasures break for like $60, $40. You know what I mean? You can pick a team for $40
2013,
type thing.
yeah, 13,
2014,
14.
15,
Damn.
yeah, 15, 15, around there, maybe 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there. But these the people weren't breaking retail like that because retail was there. It just wasn't a thought process. You know, the hobby's innovating and expanding in crazy different ways. But in 2019, my brother and we started breaking because, bro, I'm like you, I love wax. I didn't do PCs. I PC wax. So I got a
Mm.
whole bunch of boxes that I've been buying since 2013 that I was sitting on because back when I was a kid, my dad would get us cards, but the cards that was within the budget. I'm privileged. I got had my mom and my dad in our lives my whole life. You know what I mean? Still got them to this day. Privileged, blessed for that. You know what I mean? And they worked 30 jobs or 2, 3 jobs. My family's West Indian. You know what I'm saying? I'm a first generation American myself, me and my brother and my cousin. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We're first generation Americans. My father from St. Lucia, my mom from Haiti. So when they came over to the States, they respective ways, you know, they working. My mom worked 24 hours a day, every day. Christmas, Thanksgiving. When she came home, she only came home to yell at us and tell us to clean up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
she was so worried about work, she didn't have time to be a mom like that. My dad was the one who was getting us to school, you know what I'm saying? Taking us to the card shop, making sure we were in sport, doing whatever we wanted to do within
right.
reach. We thinking we had everything in the world. We thinking every kid had everything we had too at the same time. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? We were sheltered, you know what I mean? For lack of a better phrase, you know,
Mm.
but so as an adult, when I'm able to buy these cars, I couldn't buy when my dad couldn't afford, you know what I'm saying, for us when we were younger. I'm like, man, I'm keeping them sealed the same way I keep my toys sealed because I want that new feeling every time I see it. Like, it's brand new every time I see it. So I love keeping it sealed. But
So is
I
that what you
we
started
use
collect? Is that what you started collecting first, toys, or
um
was it always cards first?
I mean, as a kid, it was simultaneous. It was probably toys first because, like, you know what I'm saying, you get a toy put in your hand when you're a toddler, when you're a baby, you know what I mean? And
Right.
then so, but I can vividly remember like age 9, I still have my first set I completed, you know what I mean, a Fleer 90 91 Fleer. I was 9 years old, like you know what I'm saying, when the cars, when I could remember the cars like actually being in my hand type thing, you feel me? and and yeah, I was 9. Yep, I was around 9, and I keep them sealed up because I just want to. I love that feeling now. You know what I mean? But uh, during when I was a kid, I used to PC Latrell Sprewell and Gary Payton. Like when I was a kid, I PC'd cars and any kind of Jordan insert or any insert whatsoever. Like I used to love inserts. But as I got older, I started collecting toys and the cars before toys. The toys didn't start till 2015 when Black Panther was in Captain American Civil War. That's when I started collecting his
Mm,
toys. When I saw it on the shelf, I'm buying my kids' toys. I'm like, let me get a toy. I want Black Panther toy. And
right.
then it turned into something bigger because I went to school with Ryan Coogler, the director of Black Panther. We all went to the same elementary school. His daddy was Slabby Sosa's track coach and basketball coach growing up. So when he made the movie, it was a no-brainer. Like, oh, I'm buying every toy I see. I guess I'm
Wow.
collecting. You know what I'm saying? It means that it's a sign.
Yeah.
You
That's
know what I mean?
crazy that you know him. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. His brother, his brother hopped on a song with us. His brother, shout out White Dave, man. Shout out Noah, man. He hopped on a song with us. He got a hobby track. He's a real rapper. He does like real rapping. He's on movies, he's on all that, soundtracks and all that. He really raps. I don't consider us really rappers like that because I don't want to disrespect rappers. You know what I mean? Because we have our craft, we do what we do. Even though I feel like we're talented and we do what we do well, I have several friends and stuff who've been doing this for 18, 20 years. You know what I mean? And they have been deserved certain opportunities within their realm, but you know how that industry shake is different. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, Dave, Ryan Coogler, brother, how we got a hobby track. We ain't released it yet. It's actually the remix to Rip All the Time on Rip's album, on Rip's EP. I want to rip all the time. We got
Mm,
White Dave on that
yeah.
remix. I don't know when we gonna drop it. It might not ever get dropped. Who knows? But
Man. In the vault. It's gonna stay in the vault.
yeah, bro. But we started breaking, bro, like in 2019, and we would break exclusively with our friends and family, and we would break on Zoom. I'm not gonna lie to you. We wouldn't break on Instagram, and we wouldn't break on anywhere else because we had break formats, like 4 or 5 different break formats that the hobby that we haven't seen anybody do or use yet. Just like, you know, there's different things. You know what I mean? To just bring a different experience. And we didn't want to give it up. Something told us, man, this is so good. We should just do it on Zoom and only do it with friends and family. You feel me? So we did that for like 2 3 months, and then we were in the retail heavy. We were getting retail. Bro, I work with children and families. I've been working in the same community for almost the last 20 years. So my students and their families all work at the same stores I convene at. You know what I mean? So it's nothing for me to get whatever I want from the store. Like people were stripping off wax, but I go there for toys first and foremost. I'm looking
Right.
past the wax. Toys is first. I need to see if there's a new BP, a new Funko. I need to see what's on the toy aisle. Then I'll get to the wax. You know what I'm saying? So, but when that was going on, we definitely used all the resources we knew to be ahead in that game too. But I definitely want to share some of the things we have in mind. I think we could, yeah, break in since I love the way y'all set it up and y'all got it going. And I have a
Yeah, for
feeling y'all
sure.
already gonna add your own spice to it too and
Oh
flavor
yeah.
to it too. So
I
I'm gonna
can't
be
wait to
excited to see how that go.
I've been wanting to show you off air. I've been wanting to show you on our own time, just kind of how like you see the normal break of how it looks. I don't want to dive into it, but it's just
No, we
normal.
not
It's
off
just
air. We're gonna do it off air because
yeah,
yeah. Off, all the way off air. Yeah, we send NDAs out. We send NDAs out to people because y'all gonna be getting these calls pretty soon and frequently too. Make sure you NDA'd up all the time.
yeah.
If you need one, I'll send you a copy of our NDA so you can just, you know what I mean. You
Oh
could
yeah,
just won't because you got to protect your IP in this space any and all times in all spaces. You know what I mean. Especially y'all though, bro. Y'all got it, bro. Like y'all got it. Like it. Y'all got it. Like whatever y'all do, the research, the work y'all put in prior to doing anything, and the data y'all take, and the way y'all give each other feedback, and all that is working, bro. Like, cause the way y'all
man.
deliver, it's crazy, it's fluent, bro. Like,
Bro,
Woo!
that means a lot, bro. Coming from a heavy hitter like y'all, dog. That means so much, bro. Whenever I see messages, when you hit me up in my inbox saying like, "Damn, bro, keep your foot on the gas, dog. Don't stop." This is y'all are gonna make it to the top and stuff. When people like, we're getting influencers that, uh, that I've been following forever. People hit me up in the inbox like, "Hey, man, you're funny as hell, dog." Like, and they're 29,000 followers, 220,000 followers, huge, like 1.2 million on TikTok. And man, in doing this, I am very meticulous with the way that things are and the way the reel comes out. But if you're going to be a content creator and you're going to put literally yourself in front of the screen so that people can buy it. And if you're going to make it worth your while, you might as well, you know, try your best to make it look as beautiful as it can for the consumer. And, and on top of that, if you have humor, if you're funny, and if you can bring that out into a reel, and it doesn't need to be so, you don't need to think so out of the box. There's people out there that are funny as well. So just go out there and kind of look at what's funny and gravitate it to whatever you are doing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's that simple. But you do have to do the research for all this stuff. You do have to, respect the algorithm and engage. That's the only way that you're going to grow and be as personable as you can be. Um, to be able to fit in this space as well as you want to. So,
You see
um,
that you spitting game there, and that's where see I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn because the algorithms, like, because I used to do all that studying too with the algorithms and post, and whenever I would follow all the research I'd done in my notes, it would work. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you at the same time. Any opportunity that we've got has not come from Instagram or algorithm. It's came from our talent. It's came from when we had 100 followers, 300 followers, or it's came from an opportunity where people saw us and have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? So while it's important for business, you know what I mean, and it's important because this is the platforms that we have available. We have to know how to master them. At the same time, I want y'all to know it's y'all, not the algorithm. You know what I mean? If it,
right.
there's always somebody watching. There's always somebody watching. And then at the same time, uh, in social media, isn't always 100. It ain't real. If you have 1 million followers, you probably only have 10,000 people, and probably only 1,000 of them people really support you 100% of the time, which is enough, which is enough.
Yeah.
But a lot of time people think 1 million followers means 1 million support. Nah, you have 1 million followers, you have what they call that meet and greet. You might have 0 people show up. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like that this
Exactly.
social media world, don't get too twisted in it. That's why
Nah,
I like how y'all are organically, and that's like us too, bro. We are like, y'all didn't come out with the content and selling something at the same time. Y'all like, no, let us show people ourselves. Let's build this stage. Let's build this audience. Of course, we want to take advantage of this business and be profitable. You know what I mean? And we collect too, but at the same time, we want to do it the right way. You know what I mean? So I
right.
appreciate that about that's us too. Like how we are going to eventually break it real soon too. But we wanted to make sure we were intentional for these last 2 years. Like, man, we're not selling anything. We're not promoting anything other than positivity, being different, being thinking outside the box, hoping people can do the same thing, do what we do better. We push that so much, bro. We hope people can come along and do what we do better. That's why I love watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to make TikToks no more when I see you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I can just watch you all day. Like, and then that gives me the energy and the feeling that I want. You know what I mean? And that exchange,
Yeah.
the same people who are in your inbox saying, "Oh man, you funny," bro. That could be saving their life and making a moment. You know what I mean? But that right there, that exchange of energy, it's to me, it's beautiful that you could come to the hobby and you can get that. That there's that many creative minds in this space that can put their own twist on it, and there's several people, you know what I mean, who could put their own twist on it and make it appealing or relatable to so many different people or to their own communities. It's important, bro. It's very important. So that's why I'm always gonna push y'all to keep on doing it because it's a void for it. We need it. It's needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Big
And
time.
yeah, it's needed big time, and it's going to help the sustainability of the hobby because it's going to place value across other areas, you know what I mean, and people, and then we'll be able to really just place different values on the cards and on the hobby in general. You know what I mean, and have fun with it. The hobby gonna go to a good place, to a better place. I feel than it's been in the past. So I'm excited, bro. Well,
I wish I
how
knew. I
uh
wish
huh.
I knew, bro. I wish I knew how the hobby was back in, 15, 16, 17. We kind of came in the game super late, and we love sports cards, bro. We've gained a huge love for them over the past year, and we learned a lot really, really quick. And this community is awesome, bro. It's crazy how this community just embraced us, like you guys, the mama breaks of the world, and
Hey, shout out
um,
Mama Breaks,
shout
man.
out
Shout
mama
out Mama
breaks,
Breaks. Yeah, Mama go
constantly telling
crazy.
us, yeah,
Mama go
constantly.
crazy.
Yeah. And there's other ones that I don't know why they're not coming to my head right now, but same thing that, I look up to them, and, just like y'all were, they're at a certain platform, they're at a certain point in their platform where they've grown their page organically. And it seems like everybody that's commenting and liking, and, it's all people that really, really do engage with y'all. They really mess with y'all. You know what I mean? And same thing with you guys. A lot of times I feel like you walk around like you have 500 followers, bro. Like I see you liking and commenting and sharing, and it's beautiful, man, because it makes small creators really, really buckle down and be like, hey, man, this can be a thing. Let's really push this. We're getting the respect and the recognition of these type of people in the game. The plan is to be at that point. If they're
Yeah.
recognizing it now, we must be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't look at my followers or our followers. I don't keep track of it. I don't keep track. I know it goes up. I know it goes down. You know what I mean? For all the various different reasons. But like I said, we didn't find y'all because of the number of followers y'all had. We found y'all because y'all was talented, bro. Like y'all made us feel a certain way. You know what I mean? That's why we found y'all. We watch y'all content. It makes us feel funny. It make us feel like, oh, did he really say that? It make you feel so many different ways. You know what I mean? So that's how we found y'all. That's how we are attracted to y'all. Whether y'all have one follower or a billion followers, we're gonna be attracted to that energy that y'all give. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's important at the same time as I think everything's important. I don't want to act like the followers don't mean anything. You know, having an audience and a platform means something, especially if you're in business. You need to have people that are coming to you consistently. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
they're getting exactly what you said that you're delivering at the same time that you promise, whatever your mission is. So I
It's
really
mainly it's
respect
mainly
it.
just to make it worth it. You know what I mean? If we're gonna
Yeah.
try to be putting this content out, like how it is to be putting really good content out, really funny content out. You just want it to gravitate and come back to you the way that it should be. Sometimes I look at these uh, reels and stuff that get crazy likes, crazy likes, and a lot of it sometimes it's fake, like you say. But I know that our content is just like that. Your content is just like that, and it's just more to. I wish I didn't care too much about the following, to be honest with you, but it's just more on a business standpoint. As far as we came into this hobby honestly because we had product to sell, and
Yeah.
we wanted to do something where we were gonna make money in this hobby, but got in this hobby and we saw it for what it was, and there was some, like, the community is just great, man, and it kind of like we gravitated to another space of not trying to profit off of these people, but more let them see who we are and how we look, and looking at the hobby for what it is. And a lot of pages, I wish people would put themselves out there a little bit more, and you're not seeing a bunch of hands, you know what I mean? I
Yep.
wish people
Yep. Feel more
would
comfortable or safe or confident,
yeah,
whichever it is. Yeah.
or people that are successful in breaking, that have the 5K followers with the following 800, you know what I mean? And they feel their breaks already. um I wish they'd be a little bit more personable and put their face out there, and just so that, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're gonna be doing that, if you're gonna be selling cards and selling breaks. You gotta be selling you. You know what I mean?
You
So you
have,
don't have to be.
yeah.
That's all it is, really. People aren't gonna. I could be doing the same product, the same break, the same PYT as you. Um, but if you know me and if you've seen me and if you know how I sound, you know how I look, you know how I joke around, you know that I'm funny, they're probably gonna join my break, especially with these break formats and the way the things are going to be looking. I just wish people would. So that's what we saw when we first came in here. We saw that people were just not too personable, man. A lot of great people. Then there are a handful, and the people that are listening to this and that have uh, exchanged words when we went back and forth. They know who I'm talking about. Where they do the same thing that I do, and they hit the mark. They hit the mark like we do.
Facts.
Um,
Facts.
but
There's a
but
lot of great people out there.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and a lot
Wherever
of
you
times
go.
there's a lot of things that are untapped in our world just because we're so new to the game. We started this page in mid March. You know what I mean? So
Ooh.
yeah, so March, April, May, June. We're here in July. So I mean, it's been a good 4 months probably. I don't know if getting to 1,000 followers in 4 months is uh, normal or if it's a slow growth. It felt a little bit like a slow growth at times, but it was organic. We were engaging and people were following us because of our content. And um, now that we're here at this point, uh, we're still tiny. Don't get us wrong. We're a tiny page. Um, but now that we're going to start putting the business aspect into it, we just want to make sure that when we get to that point, it's not going to be. We don't need to be jumping through all these hoops to do this, And just like I can only imagine if you guys started a break, if y'all did a PYT, just posted it. I mean, think it would go crazy, bro. It would go crazy. So I
We,
mean,
we- yeah, we actually doing it for you. We got that free break coming up. We got
yeah,
that free break coming up, and that's gonna be fun. We're not. We created a whole new format because we not want to give away any of our formats just yet. We being stingy. We don't because we got to give it to the game. We can't patent or copyright a break format. It's not possible. I already looked because if I could, I would have already. But we have some other ways where we can bargain and leverage some folks and see if they would like to sponsor, partner, pay for. Otherwise, we'll just do it ourselves. You know what I mean?
right,
That's the beauty, and that's the beauty about the hobby. Is I'm going to share some other stuff with you off air, but is that while there are so many communities that exist, we all just like in any other market and business, they all started somewhere, man. And sometimes I know me. Sometimes I used to get ahead of myself looking at the big picture. Like before, I work in the nonprofit world. I used to work in the nonprofit world and stuff like that, and I used to think I can save the world, bro. I used to be mad when I couldn't save the world. You know what I mean? And I really had to humble myself and be taught and learn that I have to focus on my community. I first have to focus on myself. I have to focus on my home. I have to focus on my neighborhood. Then I have to focus on the community that I serve. You know what I mean? So focusing on that community, I take that same exact mentality, bro, and now I bring it to the hobby. So I don't get too big for myself. I don't want to be bigger than anybody else. I don't have to be anybody else. We can build our own community that loves everybody else, that welcomes everybody else, but that values each other within this community the way we see other people valuing, where we may not see that, get that value. You know what I mean? So you, anybody else listening, watching, don't ever feel like you have to be accepted, you know what I'm saying, to something if you don't feel like they really want you, man. If you follow 2/3, man, I feel like you all are trailblazing a path, bro. Like, yeah, there's people. Shout out Prism God, man. Shout out Naka. Shout out
Aka,
man, there's some other OGs too in the game before Prism God whose names are slipping my mind, but who I learned of after Prism God, but who really paved the way for RPS, right? Not for RPS to necessarily rap, but they carry themselves and condone themselves in such a respectful manner, in such a great manner, that when people see RPS, they have to at least give us that benefit of doubt, being black
right.
males in this market, right? In this hobby. So shout out to those guys. I see you all trailblazing it the same way, bro. Y'all what y'all are doing is daring, bro. Like you said, like Like I'm 39. I'm not 29. You know what I'm saying? Had I thought of this at 29, I was kind of the same person at 29, but I didn't become out of my. I was shy until I was probably 28, 29, bro. Like I was a little boy until I moved to Texas, boy. I was a little boy. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up until I moved thousands of miles away. You know what I mean? And uh I don't know where I was going with that. I lost track. I lost track of mine, but I just know y'all trailblazing. Y'all trailblazing the path, bro. I just want to. I want y'all to keep on doing it, and I want anybody to feel like they have to be accepted by anybody. If you like when we first started rapping, this is what we literally say. If you go to our text thread, which somebody can probably pay billions of dollars for. If you go to our text thread, the first thing we said when Rip sent us this, we said, bro, if we do this rapping thing, we're going to do it when we want, how we want. And if only us three like it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. We don't care if nobody else likes the music. We're doing it because it's a pandemic. We can't be with each other. It sounds fun and cool. We're actually passionate about it. I've never rapped about it. We've never rapped about anything else. You can't Google Peter Pac-Man or anything else and find me rapping anywhere on anything or Slabby or Job. You know what I'm saying? None of them. It's not gonna happen. We literally only rap about this. You know, it wasn't a our rap career wasn't working. Let's start rapping about this. Nah, it was we love the hobby. Job is a former athlete. He has a different perspective about it. You know what I mean? My brother and I collect. We're hobbyists in many different ways. We want, and like you said, there's no music, bro. Bro, you know how many different things we thought the hobby didn't have? And then once we got on Instagram, we were like, oh, damn, they got all that. Like, we were ignorant, bro. We were like, damn, we didn't think the hobby had memes. We thought we made the first hobby meme ever, bro, in 2020.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we were ignorant, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, same here, bro. It wasn't until we were like 400 followers in where we were like, I think we figured out a certain untapped an untapped market in this hobby that nobody's really doing. There's people that are doing it, but they don't really have the, I guess, the humor like we do, or they don't hit that mark. Sure, they do make funny reels. Nature Boys cards, I could think of some. Unpack Heroes, just small content creators like me that are in the 4,000 followers or 3,000, 5,000 that do this every now and then, but they do it every now and then, you know, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. They're not bringing it to the table like us. And sure, we're small, and sometimes our stuff doesn't get seen by the masses, or sometimes, I don't know, these huge pages like I don't know if I could drop names and stuff like that, but
if you want them to get the publicity, be smart about it. That's all I say. If you like them, heck yeah, show love. If they've made you feel valued at the moment, make them feel valued. You may not feel that way in a month or two, but hopefully you do.
It's just more like just being able to knowing what your content is worth, and then them only pushing content from pages that have like 40K followers and the content is half as good as yours. They just don't really take the time to, even there'll be times where I've done some desperate-ish and like try to not really desperate, but commented on their page, on their video that they just posted like 30 seconds ago. I would post like hoping one day, and I'll tag them, can share my reels and stuff like that. I don't know who's taking care of that page, or if they ever do see it, but I don't know if I have to get to 20, 30K followers for them to be like, oh, okay, you're worth sharing, or if they're just gonna share a little guy, you know what I mean? And I don't need to be a hot chick that collects, you know what I mean? I can just be a regular dude, because if that's the only way that they'll share these smaller pages, if they bring something to the table like that. So,
right. So, yeah, I hear you, man. It's a lot to unpack right there, right? Because first and foremost, y'all put in the work. You got to keep on putting in the work, right? You got to keep in mind a lot of these pages, the people who they are share. Some of the people they share have been doing it, but then there's also small pages who they share too, who just don't look like us. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, all right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
100. right? But then
Yeah.
again, bro, because that's a battle I had to fight in the last few years. I came into the hobby, we came into the hobby lovey dovey, acting like we didn't see anything and everything was pure until we started being treated different ways, right? And then we just started had to be realists, still moving with positivity, still moving with integrity and dignity, but we just had to be real about the situation. You know what I mean? And really, we don't expect anybody to share anything no more, bro. We don't ask anybody. We don't tag anybody unless if you do it or like the way y'all do organic, bro. We y'all organically. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
because we want to. It's because the stuff is so good. We want our community to see it, and that's how I feel about people who I don't share. And I feel bad I don't share. I be trying to share people's stuff. You know what I mean? But like I don't think we need to look for acceptance from the entities that were created in the hobby, bro, since 1868, even before that, bro. They weren't here to put us on. You know what I mean? And
Right.
systematically, it's been the same way, and it's kind of even going intentionally backwards. It feels because they losing a lot of, feels like they losing the power. So I don't know.
It's
We'll
crazy.
talk a lot. We'll talk off air often because you're new too, and I don't want to. That's one thing we don't do. Is we allow a lot of our people to experience the hobby their own way. Go to
So good.
national, go experience it because hopefully people treat you better after they didn't heard Peter Pac-Man. Because one thing, I don't hold my tongue, but I take it to the top. Like anybody that I've said anything about or posted anything about, I got a DM or email conversation with where I've said the same exact thing, and I don't go at people with 3,000 followers. I want the CEO. And you can quote me on that. We're gonna write a book. Everything we facts. We keep receipts on everything. Like
Yeah.
literally, I'll tell CEOs y'all don't like color. I'll
Yeah.
tell them
No, I
straight
feel you,
up.
bro.
You know, I'm like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's how, I'm an educator, bro. Like I wear a different hat than a lot of people here at RPS. We don't sell. You know what I mean? So if I see BS, I'm gonna call BS because I don't care about you not buying my album, bro. I don't make money off rap. I'm the dean of students at a K through 8. If you enjoy music, it makes you feel enjoy it. Thank you. That makes us feel we gonna keep on doing it. You know what I mean? But I'm not nobody. If we see something unfair, we're gonna speak on it. Period. Period. You know what I mean? So but at the same time we want people to experience it because hopefully after we've spoken, after we've acted and done what we've done, they come correctly to the next group of people. You know what I mean? That's our dream. We don't want to divide. We want to educate, and we want people to understand that we are valued. You know what I'm saying? That we are just as intelligent, we are just as skilled, we are just as professional, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
as anybody, as any alien on this earth. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
um
I just think it's crazy, bro. I think it's crazy how there's not a lot of people like copycats like me that don't see the work that y'all put in and decide to. I mean, I see that they share your music most definitely, but when I make a reel, like it's because I really feel y'all shit, bro. Like I really feel the the movement, bro. I really see it, and it's something that I back when I was a kid, I used to write music. I used to write music heavy.
hey,
My
hey.
yeah, my sister's ex boyfriend. He was really heavy into rap. Would do exactly what y'all do, but just with just regular rap. You know, just to
Yeah.
rap about what people rap about. And I was a little 10-year-old, 11-year-old going around with them, probably doing things that I shouldn't be doing at that early of an age, getting exposed to a lot of things that I probably shouldn't even be seeing and stuff like that. But I wouldn't change it for the world, just because it really molded me into the person that I am today. It gave me a extreme viewpoint of the world so that I can teach my kids. It brought up a huge sense of humor that I can bring out to the world and make people smile with. Like all of this kind of molded me to the person that I am today. But I used to write music heavy with my ex with my sister's ex-boyfriend. And my sister's ex-boyfriend was really good, man. He was really good at rapping. He was gonna get signed to Mystical.
Mr.
Um,
Cow.
yeah,
Hey.
yeah, exactly. He was on the verge of getting signed with him, and he ended up going to jail. And things kind of fell through, and and it just kind of fell by the wayside. But he really taught me how to rap. He taught me how to, what cadences to use at a certain point, what a simile and a metaphor inside of rap is, and literally like writing down 1 through 16 on the paper, and that's a whole verse, 16 bars. That's a whole verse. Like That's the whole thing. He would teach me that stuff at a young age, and I would develop it. And I would never. I felt like I had the lyrics, the talent. I just never put it to. I never had the confidence, to be honest with you, to put it to an actual recording, mix and master, to actually just hear myself, even if it was just for fun. It was just a bunch of recordings that I would put out on my Facebook in high school, and a lot of people would fuck with it. You know, a lot of people would fuck with it and comment and like and stuff like that. But it only grew to that. And then in high school, I would see. I know this one girl that she moved to Las Vegas right after high school, and she pursued her music career. And she's not huge, but she's bubbling a little bit. You know, she has, monthly Spotify listeners and stuff like that. And she's out there doing her own thing. Granted, she doesn't have any kids and stuff like that. And she's she's doing what she needs to do over there to make money or whatever. But she's doing her thing, bro. And I look at that and I'm like, damn, I wish that I had the confidence to, when I was 18, just to go and try it, bro, just to go and try it. And that's why when I make a reel featuring y'all, or like talking about y'all, or it's because like I really, really respect the game, bro. I really, really respect that y'all have the confidence to put yourselves out there, and it shows. That's why it kind of like, it blows my mind that there aren't more people like me that like just want to make reels about y'all. Like, I feel like y'all are. Maybe we entered the hobby at a certain point where you guys were already bubbling, but
y'all hit a glitch, bro. Like, if somebody doesn't, but because now this is exactly what we do, and I'm gonna break it down for you when we are fair. But we'll look at the hobby. We'll look at other markets and we'll say, what does this market have? What does the hobby had from like the 200 years, 100 years? What does this market have? What does this market have? The hobby has never had any type of entertainment whatsoever until I don't know when memes and reels actually started. I ain't gonna say I'm the first person who started doing TikTok, but TikTok wasn't like that even in 2020 like that. I remember there wasn't a lot of people doing TikTok like you reels like that. You know what I mean? And we started off doing skits even before that. We was just doing movie skits. You feel me? But
that's crazy.
Yeah, we started off with the skits before, because I didn't know how to do the reels, bro. Like that stuff
that's even more work, bro. The skits, you have to like literally
cut and edit and heck of scenes. Yeah, that's what dope. We own. But see, that's but dope, we noticed the hobby didn't have it. But the other day when you did that reaction video, when you put that reaction video together, like, bro, do you know how much as a glitch that is? If you want to get YouTube, your own community, if you're worried about growing it organically, knowing one day you're going to hit 1 million subscribers. See, people want that quick money, or that quick, because that's the way we've been fed and programmed nowadays, is that quick. We need it fast, 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 fast. Mm-hmm. If you make reaction videos to our hobby music, and that's all you do, I promise you, in about a year, maybe before that, it's most likely you're going to be the only person doing it first. Only person doing it. There's nobody else doing it. Nobody else breaking down those lyrics. Nobody else. That can be your lane. We can't get paid for it. That's something you can do. Like, there's so many apps now. You just like you said, you just copycat now. Dang, what's here? What's there? We're copycatting. That's all we're doing. Nobody else rapped about cars, but people have rapped about other things. So rap about cars. Rap about, you know what I mean? Investing, toys, anything that joy brings. You know what I mean? So hopefully, as an educator, like the kids that we work with and with the communities we serve, they can rap about anything they want now, and they can feel confident about it. You know what I mean? Bro, we got laughed at. Bro, I'm 39, so I was 37, 38 when we first started this. Bro, of course, even my lady was like, hold on, I met you 10, 12 years ago. You ain't never rapped a day in your life, and now you 40 and you about to start rapping? She probably really thought about leaving me, bro. You know what I mean? But
that blows my mind, bro. That you barely started rapping, dude. That's crazy. That's
bro.
Crazy.
I never even tried, and it's not even like I tried it or I have a notebook full of rhyme. Never. You can ask any of my friends, even with my friends today, when people say, "Oh, you heard Pete rapping?" They always say, "Oh no, you mean his cousins?" Because my cousins always used to rap. They be like, "Nah, Pete and Marcus, they rapping. The brothers who never rapped, they rapping with their cousin Javid. The three who never rapped, they rapping now, and they rapping about sports cards though. They don't rap about anything else." And then
That's
like people
beautiful,
like on
bro.
my Facebook when we first started in 2020, everybody laughed at us. Besides like a handful of people who were already a part of our breaking community. You know what I mean? Because they saw that because even when we were breaking, bro, I studied a hobby, bro. And when I study it, I just don't study now. Like if I want to, when we leave here, I'm gonna go back to the 1800s and start all over and see what I missed. You know what I mean? And challenge what I feel was true. I always challenge what I seem to be true and create other types of things and possibilities. And you know what I mean? So watch when I
Bro,
break it down.
you
It's
can you
crazy.
can
I'm a
tell.
mad scientist. I'm a mad scientist with it. I got a
Yeah,
I got a whiteboard. I got a whiteboard. It's way too big. I shouldn't have, bro. Whereas you would swear I'm trying to find a murderer or a serial killer, bro. But all it is just hobby names. Like if you a hobby name, you on my whiteboard. Yeah, yeah.
man,
I'm gonna show
that's
you
crazy.
off air, but yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
real,
bro.
bro. And it got dots and everything pointing and connecting and magnets and all that. It's real. It's
Yeah, and you
real.
can.
So
I could tell, bro. I could tell that you got your foot in the game hardcore with this hobby. Do you do your studying? Because in the lyrics, it shows, bro. If you break it down, like you could really learn something listening to you and Slab and shit. Like it's crazy the way that y'all reference uh, cards and certain types of cards, different types of cards, parallels. I mean, everything is just it's crazy, bro. It's crazy the way that you guys. Oh shit. Yeah, no, bro. It's awesome the way that you guys literally take the knowledge of what you have in the hobby and use it in because it could be you could be doing whatever you're doing, but if it's not if it's not good, then it doesn't really matter, and that's the difference. Like y'all are making hobby music that slaps, bro. Like the bars are crazy, the timing
right
is
on.
is amazing, bro. Like the beats. Where do y'all get y'all's beats from? Like I don't know. I
Uh,
just have so many questions, bro. Like
yeah,
it's just it's awesome to see, bro. Just because uh the what y'all are doing, it's actually it's actually content that's worthwhile. You know, it's not just
yeah.
anybody can go up and make a rap song, but y'all found like this untapped market that nobody's doing. Even who's making basketball raps? Who's making
Somebody should rap about stilettos, like our
right
purses. Like
or
forget
car
cards. Rap about what girls like only,
only
only
I don't know.
purses.
Yeah,
You don't even got to buy
exactly.
it for them. Just make it rhyme. And this ain't even like you buying it for them.
Right, and
Just
just
make it
stick specifically to just
lip
that,
gloss.
bro. That's what I
Getting
was.
they
That's I'm just. It's crazy.
what?
When I hear your music, bro, I think of so many things. Like I don't know if you. I know you have a bunch of integrity in your songs and stuff, and I don't know if going viral means anything to you. It probably doesn't. It doesn't really do much for you. But have you ever thought of like maybe putting a certain like 7-second part in your song that is just gonna definitely be used in a sound? Like it, let's say it's just like if you're gonna just sacrifice a little bit of integrity of your music just to put a sound in there, or you saying something funny like uh I don't know, something funny that somebody that can take that 10 seconds from and use
Yeah,
that funny part of the song that you said something, or it doesn't even need to be funny, something like oh shit, there
I
goes the
feel you.
neighborhood. You know, just
Yeah,
saying something like that, and then you start rapping.
yeah.
Imagine if somebody got that sound from that song and did like when I see the scalper at Walmart and he walks in, he uses a green screen and he's walking and he just says, "Oh shit, there goes the neighborhood," or something, and he just lips
Jay, go
your
open the door. Jay, go open the door.
he lip syncs.
Jay,
Go ahead, go ahead.
no, you no. Reno said you got to go open the door. You got to be
Oh
locked
no shit.
outside. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
that's
ahead.
why. Yeah. I'll be right back. Give
Yeah,
me a
you
minute.
good. I'm like, no, for real, bro. Go. Hey, man. Shout out to everybody who's taking the time to hop in here. Let me plug this computer in. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people hopping in and hopping out. Thank y'all for taking the time. We're gonna wrap up in a minute, man. I hate rushing people off at this G thing. I want to talk for hours and hours and hours. Definitely gonna run it back with my guy J-Bo, man. For sure, for sure, for sure. Reno, I caught that. I caught that. I'm gonna make him rap too, bro. He ain't gonna leave here without rapping for sure, for sure. We gonna make sure he gonna make sure we get the bars in for sure, for sure.
All right, bro. My bad.
Reno, a real one for
Yeah,
real,
you see what I mean?
boy.
You see what I
Hey,
mean?
hey, that's
That's a
crazy
pure
because the
that's a
same
pure
things happen to
example.
us. Yeah, the same things happen to us though, bro. Same things. Those
Yeah,
same type of messages and how it happens that way. To be like, oh shoot, good looking. Yep.
yeah. That's what happens when you have brothers like that, bro. It be like that, bro. With everything, always reminding shit. It's always that's a perfect example of Reno right there, bro.
Yeah.
He's always on it, dog. That's funny. Yeah, yeah. You see, that's my girl right there. She just got off of work, so she's out there hustling.
Man, shout out the lady, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Reno said you got to rap, bruh.
man.
That's what he said. He said you got to rap, please. He said you got to rap, please, please.
I could rap something. That's what I bet. Just so I could show you that I really do respect what you guys do, bro. I mean,
Hey,
so you could see that I'm not really just. I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of what I'm doing. Let's
let's
see.
go. I already know I'm gonna love it, man. She what?
Let's see.
What? Let's go.
Let's see. Can you hear that right there?
Yep.
Can you hear my voice with the
Yep.
sound?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. I say new era, but I'm on that same old shit. Just thought that I would be here with that same old bitch. But now these hoes quick, so never tell them hoes shit. Blunt a dro, blunt a kush. I just let them hoes pick. I wake up pies for take a look in the mirror. Thinking if I should shade to make my face a little clearer. I knew I should have stopped after a shot of tequila. My ex girl on the phone, but I could barely fucking hear her. She talking about all our fucking past. Questioning if the sorry yeah deserves a second chance. Damn, there could be some feelings for you I may be hiding. Never mind, girl, the weed has got me deciding. So I think about the shit that caught my interest, like how the fourth letter of the alphabet symbolized her chest. All this weed consumption is just putting me to rest. Trying to get the crust out of my eyes to get today my best. So I kick back, I lay my head on the cushion, grab the cushion and use that as a mental substitution. I'm trying to get up, but what the fuck you supposed to do when you're already high and the blunt is your only solution? Man, I'm chilling. This beat got me thinking on my first flow. I wish I could remember how that fucking verse go. It went something about me rapping with this curse flow that caused me to take money out my mama fucking purse though. No Honda mom, but back in the day, that's just how it was. Go to Nixon Park after dark and go kick it with my cuz. Go half on the dub and then what do? We roll AJs up, then smoke to the dome to see what marijuana really does. Bought spotted demon that's afraid of the daytime. She blowing up my phone, demanding that she wants face to face time. Shit, not trying to be blunt, but I'm not trying to waste time. Just top me off and go to your contacts list and erase my fuck. But Caroline had me paralyzed, had me apologizing if I wasn't there on time. But maybe I should take the blame for not sparing time. Cause now she gone and I'm here acting like pack. I don't care, it's fine. Remember when we used to meet at the spot? Smoking, skating, and rapping in the damn parking lot. Two
Uh-huh.
blacks, a white, a Mexican, that's a melting pot. We called ourselves the two-third hustlers. What you see is what you got. So if I hopped on the track, would you have a heart attack? If I just dropped the mic and was like, hold up, I'll be right back. D-Rap would probably be like, where the fuck have you been at? You been rapping for like 10 years, time to pick up your slack. But all these drugs have me far from a sober state. So change the track if you whack ass rappers don't relate. These rappers be like pregnant bitches cause I know they late. Two-third or die. If you don't agree, then you chose your fate. Cause really, I just need a fucking blunt to motivate. It doesn't really take much to fucking show I'm great. Rapping a suit and tie like it's a fucking formal date. But I usually be rapping nasty shit like a porno tape. Wait, now let me rap a little longer and a little fucking stronger. Just like my marijuana. I told my mama I would find Marilyn or Madonna. But when I'm with Mary Jane, there's no one I'd rather want. The dog, I'm
Hey.
chilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, shit. I got a
Yeah.
bar. Hey,
Hey,
you
hey,
go
hey, hey.
crazy. Hey, yeah. See, you really do this, bruh. So earlier, damn, bruh, that was raw, bruh. Damn, bruh. Earlier,
Appreciate you, bro.
you had mentioned similes, and you had broke down how, you know what I'm saying. Like you explained how why we heard exactly what we heard there. You know what I'm saying? You've put time, 10,000 hours, obviously, into that. Bro, and when you were saying it, I wasn't gonna cut you off. I'm happy I remembered now. Like, bro, we don't, me and Marky didn't know what a simile was, a double entendre, how to
Hmm.
end on a, we literally learned that maybe 6 months ago when Jake, the grader, I don't know if you know the grader, man, he gotta pay. I think it's what's his IG? I forgot his IG. I'll send it to you though. But he rapped too, and he got bar like y'all. I got to get y'all on the track
Is he
because
the one
y'all,
that just did a rap about like
yeah,
fresh out
yeah.
about
Fresh
backyard
shared it.
breaks and all
Yeah,
that? And,
yeah. That's my
okay.
guy. He's been right here in this garage. He literally like we rapped for like literally when we started doing hobby rap, I swear, we posted it and then the next day Jake seen it and then like I promise you he was probably thinking of hobby rap around the same
No
exact time.
way,
You
bro.
know what I
That's
mean?
crazy.
Because like he
He
really
just
rapped
followed
though.
me. He just
Yeah.
followed me.
That's
Yeah.
my guy. That's my brother. That's our brother. That's our brother.
Wow.
Right or
Hell
wrong, we'll
yeah.
tell him he wrong. He'll tell us all wrong, and we gonna live with it. Right or wrong, we always gonna hold each other accountable. That's right or wrong, and we gonna support each other. Jake, yeah, that's our guy, man. I've slept
That's beautiful, bro.
him and his family invited my whole family. I got 4 kids. We went down to San Diego and slept in his house for Christmas, man. I spent Christmas with him. I met him through the hobby. You know what I'm saying? He's been here and slept in my house and watch my kids for me while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I met
Damn.
him through the hobby. Yeah,
Like
bro.
that.
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope, bro.
I got another guy I met through the hobby living with state not living with me. He lives in Houston in Texas, but he's a local. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that he hit me up on some fluke stuff like, hey bro, I just got this opportunity and won't. Where do you stay? I say, bro, I stay 5 minutes from there. You better come stay in this room I got. You know what I'm
Man.
saying? And when I went out to Houston, him and his family opened their doors up for me to where I didn't have to get a hotel room or felt like I was at home. You know
At
what I
home.
mean? So
Yeah.
and it's crazy, bro, because I'm where I'm from and how I was raised, I don't have new friends. You know what I mean? It's like it's a safety precaution thing to where you might not survive accepting the wrong people into your circle. You know what I mean? But the
Right.
hobby, man, this when you gravitate and you know what I'm saying, when you feel that energy and it's just reciprocal, man, it's crazy. So
Yeah, bro. I'm glad that I got to meet you, bro. I'm glad that I got to know you, dude. I'm glad that if it wasn't for the hobby, this wouldn't even be a thing, you know. And when we did this, this is nowhere what we thought that it would go to. You know what I mean? And we knew that we were going to be in these people's faces every day with the content that we were going to be pushing out, but we
yeah.
didn't know that it was going to gravitate towards some of the people that we respect tremendously, bro. I mean, honestly, the a lot of the content that we when we first started making content, bro, I vividly remember it, dog. Like I saw you posted a reel of I think it was your girl. You said your girlfriend or somebody broke the break table,
And that
and
was, bro, and it's crazy. That was from a year ago. Like I barely make new content anymore, bro. Because
yeah,
I went 14 months straight every day with at least sometimes 4 or 5 reels. So I told myself, forget that. I'm reposting for a whole year. I'm
yeah,
making these
yeah,
music.
yeah. I just barely started reposting just because we've gotten new followers since 1,000, and it
Yeah.
works, bro. It works.
Yep.
So. But yeah, bro, when I saw that we were like 300 followers in, and I clearly remember, bro, seeing that reel you made, and it just made me think like, damn, you could do this with it. You can go there with it. You can do that with it. I think I can do something with it, you know. And I was
You went
talking to
here with
Reno.
it, bro. No, man, you
Yeah,
went here. Say it the way it is, because that's the way I want to hear it. Well, that's the way we want people to see it and be like, I can do that better. Not like shit on it, like, oh, that's whack. I can do it better. Like, no, that's raw, but I can add my twist to it. Where you know what I mean? Like, bro, that's raw to me, bro. Like
yeah, no, for
you
sure,
took it
bro. And
here, bro. I always tell
but
you that every time, especially when you use a
you do.
sound that I've used and you don't even know that I've used it.
I
Like,
don't.
because I know because I did it like 2 years ago. So I know you don't, but you
Yeah,
use it the same exact way. But the visual and it's like an experience is way better. Like you can tell I did it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do
Right.
it right away. And to where you like, nah, like I care about the people I'm showing this to. And like, bro, I peep everything, bro. Like I like some everybody doesn't peep everything, but the way you peep everything, I peep
Yeah.
everything too, bro. So that I pet the detail that you have in your stuff, bro. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Even it goes down to like I'm always wearing a damn Laker jersey, bro. It's
Yep.
it's strategic. It's a reason for that. You know what I mean? It's just so that you see me. I might show up to a damn card show. I might show up to the National wearing that fucking shit. You know what I mean? Just so I can show
Yeah.
people like, yeah, this is the motherfucker from the reels, bro. That you've seen every day. You know that you comment laughing faces on and stuff. Like you know me, and that's just what a lot of people. I don't know. Like I feel like in the hobby, there's a lot of great people. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people that do kind of what I do, or that sometimes I'll join a live and they'll be saying some crazy shit. Like I'd be like, bro, I gotta get out of here, dog. This is like this is kind of crazy, just the type of stuff that they're saying. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah.
And shit, I lost my train of thought, man. But yeah,
You
no,
talk, yeah, he was talking about the people with the weird stuff you
oh yeah,
experiencing that
yeah.
you be
Like
seeing. Yeah.
there's a lot of people that in the hobby that I probably wouldn't be friends with in real life. You know what I mean? Like they're just they're a little weird. You know, I don't know if that's just the way the hobby has been. There's just a lot of people.
Yep.
There's no flavor. There's no
Yep.
I don't know how
Yep.
to say it. I don't know how to say it. It's
Yep.
just there's a lot
Yep.
of I don't know how sports card collectors, the average sports card collector, if he's introvert. Like imagine the average person that posts nothing but sports cards, nothing but
And there's nothing
nothing.
wrong with being an introvert too, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? Ah, that's the one. That's the one that can sing. That's the one that can rap. That card can rap. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert. My thing is, bro, is a lot of these people act one way on camera, and then when you see them at a show, they act real different, bro. They don't got the same energy. They don't
Mm,
have that same energy that they give. Like right here, we giving the same energy that we
mm,
give in our reels, that we give in our music, that we give in our content, that we give in right here. You know, that if you see me in person, I'm gonna give you that same energy. When you see a lot of these people, bro, they don't have that same energy, bro. It's not. For some reason, all of a sudden, they feel they're either intimidated or they're threatening because they don't even want to say hi. Like
why do you
this
think
is,
that is?
man.
I'm trying to figure it out. That's why.
Well, bro, it could be a host. I mean, I've heard if I say it, they're gonna say I'm complaining or starting something. But bro, I mean, it's no secret, bro. Black and brown people of color, you know, and I hate grouping up people of color. The term people of color I hate because I feel every race and everybody has their own struggles, and I don't think it's fair to group everybody's. Even though we have similarities, I don't
Mm,
think it's fair to group everybody's up. You know what I mean? When you're talking all together. But if we're talking about the hobby, bro, let's just be real. Look at the top pages. Go to Panini, go to Collectible, go to PSA, go to Beckett, go to who am I missing? All the top pages, all of them,
right.
and see how many black people they post, bro. Card porn that's not on cards, or how many brown people they post that's
Right.
not on cards, bro. And don't act like they don't exist. We're the majority in real life. Like when you talk about the whole globe, black and brown rule the world. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So don't
Yeah.
talk
By
about that
far.
minority stuff. I used to get brainwashed in that minority stuff myself. That stuff's lost. We here, we active, but at the same time, it's not fair for us to expect a system that's been existing to make sure that their people are shown and survive and are eating right. Man, we with ourselves, man. People like Prism God, man. People like the card professor, man. People like there's a host of other people who have showed us you can identify as a person of color and still move, you know what I'm saying, with class, with dignity and integrity and still demand respect. You know what I mean? Like you said though, it's intimidating. If you don't see it, it's intimidating. It was
Yeah.
intimidating for me. Like that's why I always give Prism God a shout out and people like Naka a shout out and sports card collectors. Because when I see them, like I used to be intimidated, like you, like bro, like it took me a long time to come out the hobby closet. You know what I mean? Because I didn't see people like me. I didn't think it was, and not even like I wanted to come out and create content. I just wanted to share my cards, bro. But I
Right.
didn't think it was cool. But then when I saw somebody like Prism God going to all these shows, doing all these, shout out Wiz, you ask who make our beats, shout out Mike on the Beat. Mike on the Beat is another guy who collects, another brother who collect, and he made is it Rip It All? Yeah, I'll let you rip it all. He made that beat for us. Mrs. Hamiltop's Rip Hamiltop's wife makes some of our beats.
Damn.
Yeah, Rip Hamiltop's makes beats, and then we buy the other ones, or at least the other ones. You know what I'm saying? But
Who made
yeah,
that?
bro.
Who made that Hobby Ode beat?
What hobby owed it? That might have, if it wasn't Miss Hamiltops, it was somebody else. I don't want to give. I hope. Dang, I'd have to check. I don't want to give nobody the wrong credit, but a
Bro,
lot of
that
a lot
beat
of our a
was
lot of
hard.
our latest music has been Mrs. Hamiltops. Like me, I just want Mrs. Hamiltops to do all my beats. She go crazy. Like it's
Chadwick
in house. Like
Pennington.
it's
That
no
that Chadwick
family.
Pennington beat is crazy, bro. Whoever made that Chadwick Pennington beat.
Yeah, Chadwick go crazy, and that's my guy Joe. Pull my card with the introductory at the beginning of that song, on the intro to that song. That's who's with us right now at the house, man. Shout out my guy Joe, PMC Rome, the kid reporter, man. It's just a lot of,
Yeah.
man, yeah, man. But yeah, like going to your point, and what I was saying, and I said it earlier too. I don't want us to expect these people to share us, bro. You know what I mean? Well, this
Right.
is what I expect. This is what I expect, bro. I haven't done this show in since like January. I had started this show December 27th, and I think I stopped January 3rd, and I did like 14 interviews, bro. Like I was knocking them out like 2 3 a day. You know what I'm saying? And I was intentional. I didn't want people who got 20, 30, 40,000 followers. Those people don't, they relate to me because I love their cards, right? But bro, you got kids, you got a wife you had to go let in, you got a brother who does, like, bro, that's the story I relate to, bro. You do you know what I mean? Like I don't relate to the glitz and the glamour and the $1 million cars just yet. You know what I mean? While that stuff is cool and shiny to me and all that, yeah, and I see the value in it too. But man, I'm still at home. One day for at least a year, hopefully, I want to be able to make the hobby a profession, just because it looks fun to be able to travel and trade. Like that stuff looks fun to me. You feel me? But it's not my reality right now, bro. So I got to make being at home look cool. You
It's
feel
not
me? It's okay to
relatable.
be at
Yeah.
home. It's okay to be a dad and have a job and not be able to go to, you know what I'm saying, and still be just as valuable in this hobby and add value however you can. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you working harder. The people that's traveling these shows got to work hella hard. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But everybody should be valued for what they can bring, and look at what it will inspire people to think outside the box and not be afraid to be different. You know what I mean? And I just think that the entities that the hobby had in place prior to Fanatics taking over, bro, they weren't put in place to be diverse or inclusion. You know what I mean? Or include. The
Mm.
hobby is late to the park when it comes to inclusion and diversity.
Diversity.
And,
Yeah.
and anybody who tries to jump on the bandwagon, you just look at their page and say you're jumping on a, like, we're gonna have to hold people accountable and make sure they're pure, they're educating themselves, and they're saying no, like Michael Rubin did, you know what I'm saying, with his Meek Mill situation. No, I didn't know about this. Wow, this is real. Well, hold on. Before I jump in, let me do some research because I have a,
Research.
a name and a brand and I have a family that I can't just, you know what I'm saying, advocate for anything here.
Yeah.
No, this group of people and communities, this specific thing is being done unjust. This isn't fair. I'm going to use my privilege, and I have a privilege. People always feel like just because it ain't just white people that got privilege, they might have different privileges than us. Yes, but I have a privilege, bro. This is a privilege for me to use our platform, RPS, and bring people like you on, because people like you are going to inspire people to be greater than you and me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's how
Definitely.
we counter that. That's how we say, man, how come they not sharing it? Because it's not for them to share. It's for us to share. It's for us to create those platforms to share. Now we create our own circle and our own ecosystem. That's what they did. There's nothing wrong with it. They giving us the blueprint. That's what they want us to do. But we're
Yeah.
full inclusion. Come on in. You're valuable to us. What you do matters. You
Yeah.
mean something. As long as you're bringing something to the table worth value and worth like positive and love. You know what I mean? And
And
willing to learn and engage.
I think that right there is the main reason why I want to get to, 40,000 followers, 50,000 followers. And I want to get to the point where I'm pushing content to where it gets me there, because I want to be, because I'm just like you, bro. Like when I see this, 40, $50,000 boxes being opened, and something that I cannot relate to at all. It's just something that it's cool to watch, but it's not something at the end of the day that I know only like 10% of the hobby really can indulge in that content and relate to it. You know, a lot of people are just like us, where they're retail hunting, they're hobby hunting, but they're not going crazy buying national treasures and immaculate and stuff like that. Nothing crazy like that. But um, gosh, I lost my train of thought, bro.
No, no, you was just talking about the breakers, the breaking this the quality. You know what I'm saying? Like how we're
Oh
just
yeah, yeah.
relatable, just
So
being
so getting
relatable.
yeah, so getting to 40, 50K, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
change. I'm not changing. 40, 50K is not gonna boost my net worth in any way, nothing like that. But what it's gonna make me do is gonna let me have a platform to continue to share that little guy, to because I'm still gonna be, even though the platform's big, I can relate to this type of community that isn't spending thousands and thousands of dollars to make satisfying content. Like that's not the
right,
niche. That's
right,
not the type
right.
of that's not the part of the hobby that I'm into. So I want to get to uh, a significant following so that I can continue to push the little guys as much as I can as a big page. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
gonna get there. Oh, you gonna get there for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? One follower at a time, 10 followers at a time. It's for sure going to happen. I already know. I already seen it. I seen it after I saw y'all first post, whichever one it was. I don't remember. You know what I mean? But when I saw it,
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, like that right there. I seen that. Oh yeah, I see what they did there. Okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Level up, people.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Y'all better bring it. Y'all can't say y'all don't see this. You
I
can't
know,
say
right?
you
Now
can
what?
say you don't hear it. You can't say you don't see 2/3. So speaking of 2/3, shout out Reno again, man, who's been heavily active. Man, shout out Hike who just hopped in here. Shout out Hike. Where can we
Shout out.
find 2/3 breaks, man? If people wanna find you all, what other platforms are you on? If any other platforms and anything else that y'all want to share with the community before we wrap this up, brother.
Well, honestly, all we have is TikTok, other than Instagram, and it's 2/3 card breaks, same handle. So I mean, if you can go follow that we post what we post on Instagram on TikTok right after, so you'll be getting the same content. Um, Reno kind of takes the reign of the TikTok a little bit more. So yeah, that's the other platform that you can go follow us on. But if you are listening, I mean, we make content for y'all. If you're here in the RPS off the checklist live, that means that you rock with Rip Pack and Slab Heavy. So I mean, we are for that tremendously. So we're gonna ride this train until the bus falls off, man, and until the wheels fall off. And once that happens, I mean, hopefully we've gotten to a point where we can you know innovate enough and make this hobby what it's supposed to be. We're newcomers in this, big time. This page has only been up and active for like 4 months, and we're not stopping. We're not going to stop anytime soon. So we appreciate the love that has come to us as of right now. But we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep giving you this good content, man. And again, Pac, I appreciate you being able to put us on this platform, especially with us being barely over 1,000 followers. You see the vision, you see
Yeah.
you see it just like how I see it, man. I wouldn't be making reels about RPS on a weekly, if it wasn't for the vision that I see. That I have huge respect for what y'all are doing. So I appreciate it, man. Y'all definitely influenced us to put ourselves out there, and yeah, man, I can't thank you enough. You really did help in our growth more than you think, because
Hey
you
man,
you
yeah, bro. We together in this. So we. When you win, we win. When we win, you win. Now that's how the community aspect work, right? We cheering each other on in every aspect now, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? You bump your head, I'm gonna throw you an ice pack and say, all right, brother, next time duck your head under that. You know what I'm saying? But bro, we have to have each other's back like that in order to grow these communities where people are inspired and feel welcome and comfortable being different and being themselves, man. Shout out Reno again, man. Gabby just said, "Love you, baby. Keep doing what you're doing." Gabby, you got you a winner. Like, like trust me, because there's some guys who's in the wax and they dudes is lame. They wasting they wasting money. They wasting time. They should really be in there doing other things. You know what I'm saying? But J-Bo
Right.
doing them other things, and trust me, the time he's putting into this wax. Thank you for. I'm saying thank you like it's helping me out, but is it's helping the community out. Thank you for trusting him and a lot, and you know what I mean, and supporting him in this endeavor, because it can be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could look at you like, nah, what you mean? It's cards. Like what? But thank you
Right.
for, you know what I'm saying, seeing that. That just shows you got a solid one in your corner too, man. And that's
Oh yeah.
beautiful, man. I know how that feels. I'm fortunate and blessed enough to have one in my corner too. It wouldn't be possible without her. So, man,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Gabby. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you,
Big,
thank you.
big thank you. Yeah, definitely. If it wasn't for her, man, I mean, I don't know where I'd be, bro. And for her to let me do the hobby the way that I want to do it. She barely asks any questions unless, the decisions are a little bit unreasonable. For the most part, she lets me do what I do, and she knows that there's going to be a bigger picture at the end of the day. So, yeah,
Real
thanks, babe,
big.
for rocking with me like that.
Real big. Trust me,
Yeah,
real big. When we had 100 followers, when when we kind of had a projection on where we could go, but didn't care, bro. Like, bro, we seen all of it. We predicted everything. Like, we projected. You know what I'm saying? Nothing is by accident, bro. And when I say I've already seen it with y'all, bro, after like it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And we gonna talk some offline.
yeah, bro. Hell yeah,
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
we gonna do. So, hey, man, everybody, thank y'all for joining again at two third card breaks, IG, TikTok, and things like that. If y'all want to catch them, DM them. Definitely give them a follow. Man, look forward to meeting Reno. Look forward to meeting y'all in person one of these days too. Where you said you in Corpus Christi?
I'm in Corpus Christi. I'm only gonna be here for another 8 months. I'm gonna move back down to Laredo to the hometown next
Yeah.
March. So the
Okay.
plan was, yeah, I moved for work. I got a promotion, so I had to leave Laredo to go to Corpus. And the dude that's selling liquor in Laredo, he's gonna retire this year or next year. So it's gonna come back full circle. I'm gonna be able to move back home, and yeah.
Hey.
So me and Reno are gonna be in the same city. It's gonna be powerful, bro. Big
That's
time.
what's up. We definitely gonna link, bro. Like another thing that a lot of people don't know, our first 20, 30 songs we made remotely. We weren't together. So Hobby Music was created from 3 different homes, bro. So we can do a lot of things even if we're not physically together. But I know the way that I have the way we met, like 4 or 5 months later, you're gonna end up in my house somewhere, bro. Or I'm gonna end up in Loretta at your house. Like
Yeah, bro.
that's the way I'm like it's crazy. Like it's not
Yeah,
we
bro.
don't plan it, it's just the way it happens. So I already know that's gonna happen. We're gonna speak it into existence and then we're gonna act on it individually and then collectively too at the same time.
Yeah, bro. I'm first and foremost, I came as a fan, and I'm glad to be becoming a friend, bro. Like, I'm honored to be able to be able to know you, bro.
Yeah.
It definitely makes this hobby worthwhile, knowing that there's somebody else that shares this platform that kind of has the same vision of what we're trying to do. Um, and it's a bold decision for y'all to be trying to make rap music in this hobby. You know what I mean? Um, it, it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for us. And there's a huge part of the community that loves what you guys are doing. I'm just surprised that there's not more. So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys should be
they will.
getting.
They will. You know
Yeah,
how it is. Once somebody else tells them it's cool, they're gonna say it's cool too. Hey, bro,
that's why I
I
want to
know how it
grow.
works. I work with children, man. I know how it works. I know how fads and followers. I know how followers work. You got to tell somebody they cool first, and then even nowadays that don't even work. Somebody could tell you cool, and then you might get 10 followers from that. Still, like, dang, that don't even
Yeah,
work no more. What do I got to do now? Man, keep on doing it. Y'all want to know what to do? Just consistency every day.
exactly.
Just do you believe in yourself,
Sell
man.
yourself. Just sell
Yeah,
yourself.
sell
You're selling
yourself.
you at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Whether you're trying to get followers, whether you're trying to get somebody to join a break, a raz,
a
whatever you're
job,
trying to do, yeah,
uh,
anything in life,
anything. Yeah,
you got to just sell yourself, sell yourself, engage and build great relationships. Trust me, things will not come easier in life
hey,
if you have great relationships with people, bro. Things are so easy. So that's what this is all about. You know what I mean? I hope a
that's
lot of people
gang.
can gravitate from this and take that for what it is, and try to be a little bit more personable. We need it in the hobby. Definitely do.
Definitely do, man. We signing out. Hey, Gabby said I'm always welcome at our house. You didn't tell Gabby I got 4 kids, huh?
All of them.
Yeah.
We got
All of them.
two.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We'll
Hey,
have
oh
a
yeah,
Brady Bunch
hey.
here.
We got
Yeah.
Brady Bunch, and we really gonna
Yeah.
make a skit. That'd be crazy. We make a skit, a Brady Bunch skit too. We should
Yeah.
still
See
do.
what I
We
mean?
gonna talk offline. We gonna because it's over now. We done connected. It's over now because we gonna figure out creative ways to make some stuff happen. It's over. It's
Fresh just hit me up. Fresh out the pack just hit me up. He's like,
Fresh. Shout
shout
out
out
Fresh.
Fresh, bro.
That's my guy, man. Fresh is one of my brothers in this space to where, man, we can have a real like if me and Fresh talk 10 times and me and Fresh probably talk maybe 10 times a week, 5 of the times we're not agreeing with each other. Like we're educating each other, we're trying to find a common ground, and we might not agree, but we're still friends like crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's
Like
how
it's
it needs to
just
be.
the humility that he has and the humbleness is just I just appreciate Fresh for the human being he is and has been his entire life, man. I could tell that his family and his close friends really love him and appreciate him and need him in their lives, man. Fresh is special.
Yeah, genuine dude, man. Definitely showed love since day one, man. Shout out Fresh. He hit me up the other day and he was it's like, man, you're hilarious, bro. We gotta collab with something. We gotta we gotta do some type of reel
And
for
Fresh
something.
rap too, bro.
I heard that.
Fresh got bars. Like Fresh, Jake, everybody else who raps in the hobby. Not everybody. There's some people I'm probably who are trash, but people who we've came across who said, "Oh, that's raw. We like your hobby music. We actually used to rap. They raw. Like they raw." I'm like,
Yeah,
dig, come hop on this. We got tracks with Jake. We still trying to work something out with Fresh. You got to hop on the track, man. It's over now. You got
I'm
to hop
down,
on the
bro.
track. It's
I'm down.
over.
Let me
It's
write something.
over.
Yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I'll send you an instrumental. I'll send you a beat, man. You family like that.
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
Pack.
Yeah. It's like that.
Yeah,
So hey
bro.
man, we gonna hop off so we could chop it up a little bit offline so then we could get back to the fam. But again, 2/3 card breaks. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with them. We appreciate y'all time. Everybody who was in here. Y'all definitely gonna see Reno again. Y'all definitely gonna see J-Bo again. And y'all definitely gonna see RPS and 2/3 again in many shapes, forms, and fashions for surely, man. For
Definitely.
sure. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna end this live, bro. But then I stay in here, so we gonna chop it up real quick, man.
All right, Pack.